This is why we need to get this door filled in.
Yeah, give me your shoe so I can kill the nasty son. Hi, welcome back. So today we're going to be doing a couple things. We're going to focus generally on this doorway here. We're going to take our leftover tongue and groove and run it up to close this doorway off. When that's done, we're going to put up a couple shelves. So stick around and follow me.
Each one's different.
Yep.
Still think it's a good use of the leftover
I agree.
leftover wood we had. A little unconventional, but trying to save money here.
Yeah. 2 3/4.
And while Tommy is doing what he's doing, I'm going to be on painting duty as usual. Alright, you're just going to have to try to hear me over the air conditioner because I'm not turning it off. It's way too hot out here. And I want to say it's in the hundreds. But here's one of the shelves I'm reusing. And there's another one. I'm going to start with these two because I only have so much room on my sawhorses. So I'm going to get these cleaned off and then let them dry before I put a coat of paint on them. Alright, scrubbed them all down. This is where my sat irons were sitting, up on that top shelf. And they were old and rusty, so that was not coming off. But I'm just going to paint over that. That'll be fine. And I'm going to let them sit here and dry out. And then I'll come back and put a couple of coats of paint on them. Big difference from the pinkish beige that used to be on here. I hear you. Hush. Alright, the sun has moved, but you can see out there where the sun's actually shining that both of these boards have their first coat. Not that edge right there, but they have their first coat, and I'm going to let them dry for about an hour and then come back and do a second coat. Alright, and these two boards were actually in that door frame. That's what made up the door frame. So these two are both stained. So I'm going to lightly sand both of them, and then I'm going to paint them. They're going to be painted now and be given a new life. I'm still using the Sherwin-Williams green paint that I used to paint the walls. So I'm going to get started painting these. Shouldn't take me but maybe 10 minutes to get one side painted on both of them. Okay, got one coat of paint on these shelves. I'm going to set my timer for 1 hour and come back out and do another coat. And now he is putting up the brackets for the first shelf to go up. These are the brackets that I chose. They're about $8 a piece at Lowe's. So he got the shelf up here, which can hold toilet paper, paper towels, empty canning jars, that sort of thing. And now he is measuring for the next shelf on this wall. There's going to be shelves all down this wall here.
32 and a half. So 32.5 is going to end right here.
That's fine.
That'll give us plenty of room, even if I have to rip something for trim around this door. About 1.5 inches wide. I can do that.
Okay. And in case I did not show y'all, I got this shelf up with all my washing and drying stuff, my wool dryer bowl, Tommy's hand soaps and all that stuff that I use. And eventually I'll get all my stuff in here. Now he's putting the second shelf on this wall. We're trying to decide if we want to put a short shelf right here. Can't put one all the way across. You want me to take that? Perfect. All right, well, we are done with this last phase of the laundry room / pantry makeover. I'm very happy with what we have gotten done. We did not, of course, get everything done, but we got as much done as we could get done, time and money allowing. So let me show you what we have gotten done, where we're currently at, and explain to you where we'll be going next on this project. All right, so I repainted this shelf that I had in the kitchen because it's sturdy and it's going to hold all of the canned goods that I still haven't put a bunch down here, but it's got all the canned goods that I need to put in here for now, and it's not going to fall off the wall no matter how much weight I put on there. And I can put my little snack basket and everything else on this shelf here. Now we've got these shelves here, and we've got one up there to hold whatever I choose to put up there. I got my sat iron trivets hung up, or should I say Tommy did. It's one of the things I collect are sat irons, and got my little sign up that was already in here. And then we've got these two shelves. And what we're going to do is put one more shelf, half shelf right here, because we don't want to put a shelf going all the way across, because either us or new owners might have a issue with the shelf as far as the lid opening. But I was able to get all my cleaning supplies and everything over on these shelves, and that's what I was talking about. These are called sat irons. They're antique irons that you would put on the, heat on a fire and then use them to iron your clothes. I don't iron at all, but I do collect sat irons, so there's some of my collection. Those things are heavy. Anyway, of course, y'all saw in the other videos that we got the tongue and groove on the wall painted and stained. Redid that plumbing, so because that was a big mess. So even got a plate over that electrical outlet there, which did not exist before. So we still have to redo this door frame and then put trim up here. We have to put the trim here, of course, and here. We're not gonna be able to put a full piece of trim here because of my shelf bracket, so he's just going to do something that'll cover these edges here, because we did use the leftover pieces of tongue and groove to do this extra wide doorway. You can see my hand, how wide it is versus a normal doorway. So anyway, and I put these curtains up temporarily as a boundary for my dogs and my grandchildren to say, hey, stay out of there. Don't go past those curtains. Normally there was a screen door here that we had stained, and it will be going back up eventually. We have not done the floor. There's a dead cricket right there. I need a sweep. But there's going to be wood flooring, which is going to be going in next. So that's one of the next projects we're going to be doing. Now, I follow a bunch of people who do interior decorating and all of that on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, and people are like, oh, it's so cluttered. This is a working laundry room and pantry. This is not a model home. This is realism. This is realistic. You know, I don't know what your pantries look like, but those comments they leave just really crack me up. I'm like, really, people? And oh, we gotta hide all that stuff. We can't let people know we have cleaning supplies. Oh my goodness. Anyway, enough with my negativity and sarcasm. I'm happy with it. I went from having a long shelf up here and 2 right over here, which was 3 shelves, to having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shelves to put things on. So I'm very happy with the way this has turned out. You can't bring me down on this. But anyway, I'm happy with that color, the way it turned out. I'm happy with that stain color. And the flooring is going to be the same color as that wall. It will be stained wood. So look forward. Y'all look for that video in the near future, because that's the project we'll be doing next, so we can get this room finished and move on to the next room. I'm looking forward to getting all these projects done so we can get our house on the market, hopefully early 2026, or maybe even later this year, but I doubt it, but hopefully early 2026, so we can move closer to our grandchildren and spend more time with them, because they're only going to be little for so long. But anyway, I hope you guys can appreciate this makeover. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next video.